All right, so lots to talk about with this NXT episode. They're setting up a lot of things, like literally setting up a lot of things. Um, the whole thing with the vacant NXT title. We got the North American title program. We have the men's, the women's. Sorry, let's be more specific. Both titles. We have the tag team titles. We have people settling the differences. We have so much stuff going on that we need to get to. But before we get to the video, like and subscribe, and let's get to the video. Okay, so right before I get into the video, I literally forgot last Monday to even announce that I made a year on YouTube. I deleted some videos, I'm not even gonna lie, and most of them were just like live videos, and a lot of them were hit with copyrights because for some reason, maybe some of the wrestlers' music or commercials or whatever, they were hitting me with that stuff, so I had to trim them down. You know what? I just deleted them. I didn't want them there anymore, especially the Royal Rumble one. I had a lot of views on it, and they made me trim it down. And I didn't even realize what I was doing back then, that I was trimming it so much that you barely even saw the video or anything. So I said, screw this. I got rid of all those live videos. The only one that I have left is is when I did like I guess you could call it like a podcasting that I did about the Royal Rumble, who should win. No, I think I can't even remember. It was 11 months ago, 12 months ago. But yeah, I had a couple videos, but this is when I was like a rookie. I didn't even know what I was doing, and I was just recording and. But yeah, I literally made a year on Monday, last Monday. So yippee for me. But these days I'm a little bit more better, editing and adding thumbnails. I'm doing all this stuff that I've learned, on my own. But I'm more confident now. And yeah, and for the live streams, just to let you guys know, I'll be doing all of those on TikTok first, building everybody over there, and I won't get hit with all those copyrights. And then later down the line, if I could build enough people, I'll move it onto YouTube. Maybe I just have to put the volume a little bit more low on the TV or something so they won't hear. I don't know, but it's stupid, to be honest with you. It's live. It's a live stream. I don't get why I'm getting hit with copyrights. It's just a live stream. But anyway, getting back to the video, off track. Bear with me. I have a lot of notes. Like I said in the beginning, NXT have so many segments. They're building up a lot. It's so many segments going on. So I have to use my notes carefully. Just bear with me. It's a lot going on. It's a lot they're building up. So we they're in the ring, and we see the title, the NXT title, just like how it was last week. It's the middle of the ring. It's dark. The light is hitting on it. Then it pans out. You see Ava picking it up, and as Ava was about to talk, Ricky Saints comes out, and of course he does. And he comes out, and he says, like I said, bear with me. He makes his way to the ring. Ricky names Javon, Evans, Trick Williams, Obafemi. He says Oba's afraid of him. I mean, not afraid of him, but he's afraid of the rematch. Says all those guys that he just named, they're on the past, and he is the now. Ricky says that he is the now, then forever. That whole slogan with WWE, what they use. Ava, he thinks Ava will hand him the title. He's like, yeah, you know what, just give me the title. And he was like, haha, you're funny. And that's when she announces, there's going to be some qualifying matches for the belt. February 3rd, that's what she said. At first, I thought she said February 23rd because I'm an idiot. But yeah, February 3rd. They're doing the six-man ladder match. So you know what? That should be interesting. I want to see this. It should be a good showing. And we got a couple of the qualifying matches already. But so yeah, we set that up, and then all of a sudden, when she's talking about all this, everybody just get on the apron, and then it just everybody just gets Joe Hendry was like the first one in there, and you see Dion Lennox. A whole bunch of people just get in there and just start brawling out of nowhere. And so here's this interesting thing. So we got this guy. I'm probably not even gonna say his name right. Name right. I'm just gonna botch it. I already know I'm gonna botch it. I think it's Keno. I can't even pronounce it. Keno Carver. He's from Evolve. I look at him and I say, where have I seen this guy before? Like, am I the only one? Like, literally, one out the door, next one up. Especially what he does. This guy dominates everybody. Like, he's tossing people left and right. He was tossing so many. He threw a guy to the stands. Like, he literally tossed him into the stands. And he was just tossing people everywhere. And then he got his hands. I think it was Brooke Jensen. He put his hands on him, and he freaking power bombs him onto the announcer's table. It was insane. He was throwing, and then he got in the ring. He threw somebody else into all the other wrestlers. I'm like, God damn! All right, this guy's a monster. Oba has some competition here. He's a mean son of a gun, and yeah, he's a badass. You know, pretty good replacement. You know, nobody's gonna be like Oba, but let's see how this guy does. He definitely looks the part, dominating, very scary looking. Ricky, of course, Ricky got out of there, and Ricky's just staring. He's just looking around, and he's just horrified, like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, we end the segment there. Then we have Ava. She's in the back. She's on her phone. Here we go with these segments. She's on the phone. Robert Stones comes up to her, and in the background you see Tony D'Angelo just walking, just staring, stalking. He's a little creep. He's been watching everybody and stalking and attacking and just. What are you doing, Tony? What are your intentions? I need to know this. Anyway. Then he mentions Blake Monroe, and he says that she has something to get off her chest. Okay, we'll get to that later. Then we get to our first match. Thank God. All right, so we got Kelani Jordan versus Lola Vice. So the way they build all this up, it's funny because I thought Jordynne Grace. Remember that Jordynne Grace and Kelani were supposed to have a program. I literally remember that they were fighting. Or did they have this match already? And I just didn't even remember that they had the match? Because I'm pretty sure they didn't have the match. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me in the comments. Tell me, no, you're an idiot. Yes, they did have the match. Because I don't remember them having, like, squashing that beef after the pay-per-view. I don't remember. I could have sworn they were brawling. The next thing you know, it was Lola and Kelani that had this little thing going on. And I'm just like, whatever to Jordynne Grace. Yeah, she's on the main roster now. That's cool. But they didn't even, like, do anything with these two. They were literally brawling. Am I the only one going crazy? I remember that. Or maybe I'm just an idiot, like I just said. Anyway, she attempts to use the ropes to cheat. And the ref clearly sees what she's doing. He's like, hey. And she's like, you know. Then she's trying to argue with him. It's just like, he literally sees you grabbing the ropes, Kelani. What are you talking about? Anyway, she turns around into the spinning back fist. Boom. 1, 2, 3. You're out of here. Lola Vice wins. And I think that should be a step. That should be a step closer for her to get to the North American Women's title. She's been talking about it, especially when Izzi Dame won. She was like literally looking in the screen, setting that up. And then we get to that later on about Izzi Dame. So yeah, Lola Vice looking really good. Not in that way. I'm just saying. That too, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on. Tavion Heights and Jasper Troy. Okay, we all know what this whole speed title thing is. It is what it is. And whatever happened to the Heritage Cup? Am I going crazy? That's another one where it's just like it disappeared out of thin air. Am I going nuts? Did they retire it? Did he even say they were going to retire it? The last one who held it was Stacks. What did you do with his Stacks? Did you bury it under your backyard? Or did you just leave it somewhere and just said, I don't care about this anymore? That's very interesting. Not one person mentions, or did he lose it? No, he definitely was the last one that had it. Again, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, please. Because I can't remember. There's so much going on. But yeah. So the speed title, I guess this is the title where it replaced that. That's why I just brought it up. Whatever. Yeah, so the speed title match goes on. There's not much to really say. It's the 5-minute match. Back and forth. There's really not much to say, honestly. It's just a back and forth for like a couple minutes. Right? They got into like the 58-minute mark. Yeah, 58. Wow, I said 58-minute. Jesus Christ. 58-second mark. It was like literally 58 seconds into the match. And Jasper Troy hits him with a black hole slam. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. Not much to say about this match, honestly. Just being honest. And at post-match, Lexis King, he attacks Tavion Heights, so that's something we should definitely see, because Lexis King been teasing a lot of stuff tonight that it was just like, I wonder what they're going to be doing. So let's see what happens there. We get a backstage segment with Kendall Gray and Rance St. Clair. They're at the door waiting to talk to Ava. Soruka and Zarya comes in, and they're all arguing about being. Oh, Kendall wants to be the number 1 contender, and then I think Zarya comes in and says, "You lost. Why do you? Everybody's arguing about why you're getting a rematch. Everybody wants to be the champion." But I think she says Soruka deserves it more or whatever. I can't remember. Like I said in the beginning, there's so much segments to remember, and to remember everything what everybody says word for word. You kind of drawn. You just kind of like sometimes, I only remember like the most important things what people are saying, but like too many segments, it's killing, really killing. But so yeah, then Jacy Jane, she literally like hears the bickering. She comes out the door. The way she just comes out the door, and she's just like, shh, like, I'm over here talking with Ava, and it's just like the way she did it was just so goofy. And it's just like, it was funny. I don't know, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I thought it was funny. And then the way everybody just like, they just made their way in the office. They're just like, you know what? Yeah, we're going in there too. It's like, everybody just pushes her in there while they all go in, and they're all talking about the title. And she goes, yeah, so I was talking about a number 1 contenders match, but not for her title. And she's just like, like JC, come on, stop being a little wimp. Anyway, she talks about interesting how she brought this up. She brings up the women's knockouts tag team titles for TNA, and the 3 of them. And when I mean by the 3 of them, let me be more specific. Again, sorry, a lot to remember. So you have Rance St. Clair, Kendall Gray, you have Soruka, Zarya, and Toxic. Are they Toxic Attraction? They definitely are, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I'm an idiot. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Did I just name them Toxic Attraction because I remember them? Jacy Jane from her old group. Maybe it's not Toxic Attraction. I don't know. Again, there's so much going on. Leave me alone. It'll probably pop up in my brain again. So yeah, it's Jesus Christ, man. There's so many people to remember. I can't remember everybody. It's so bad. Why do you even watch me? Don't even. This is crazy. But yeah, anyway, they're gonna set up a triple threat match with 3 teams for this TNA Knockouts title. Again, I apologize. I can't remember everybody. It's gonna pop up in my head soon, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, those 2. Anyway, moving on. We have the batch. See, here we go. Another backstage segment. Jesus Christ, with these backstage segments. Okay, Lexis King, Stacks. They're talking with Andre Chase, Kale Dixon, and Connors. And let me be honest with you, I cannot remember what the hell they were talking about. Again, I tuned that out. They're talking about something, and I guess maybe they're gonna have a match. Look, bite me. I can't remember what the hell they were talking about. It was mediocre to me, honestly. I just put it in there just to put it in there because this is literally step by step by step of the show of what I was watching. So yeah, and then Robert Stone comes in and he tells Lexis King, "Yeah, I was talking to Ava about that attack. That wasn't a good thing." Well, like the way he just says that, it was just like yeah, bad, but whatever. At the same time, it's just like that's showing him Robert. Okay. Then Miles Bourne, talks to him and he's like, "Yeah, I want that qualifiers match." And the way he was just like talking to him, is like he kind of threatened him, and he's just like scared, like, "Oh, all right, I'll talk to Ava." And he's like, "No, you're not listening." And he's just like, "Miles, relax. I'm pretty sure she'll put you in there. Let's chill for a bit." Yeah, Miles Bourne is getting a little unhinged there. I don't know what's going on with him. Such a nice guy. I don't know why he's bugging out like that. Then we had another video package of for Ilio Lefler. I think I'm saying it right. Lefler. He's a French luchador. Right? He's French. Definitely French, from what I remember. Then we get to a backstage segment with Ava. She's on the phone. Ethan comes in. Then he talks about he wants to get into the qualifiers match. He's like, "Well, if I do that, I'm gonna strip you off the title, or you give up the title." And he's just like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, if that's what you want to do, you have to give up your title." And it's just like, when did you start caring about how many titles these guys have? We've literally seen people be double champions, North American and world title at the same time. Who did it? It was Keith Lee, definitely. He did it before. Is that like the only one? That's the only one I could think of that I can remember from back. Damn. Was it only just Keith Lee? I think it really was just Keith Lee. Again, write in the comments. Let me know. Tell me how much of an idiot I am. I can say, "Hey, dude, how did you forget this?" Again, it's so much wrestling. It's so much to remember. It's not easy to remember all this stuff, guys. It's really crazy. But yeah, that's the only one I can think of. But there's been double champions before, so I don't know why Ava was giving him crap like that. I mean, it's Ethan Page anyway, so Ethan Page is a piece of crap. But right here at this point, it was just like, okay, I kind of felt bad for him, and it's just like she was kind of like just brushing him off. And then what she did next was, because he was basically just saying, "Hey, I've beaten a lot of people," which he has. Cheating or doing his ways, whatever. But he still has beaten them. And she says, "You know what? I'm gonna book you for a match, and it's gonna be for your title." And he's like, "What?" So you see what I'm saying? Ava clearly doesn't like him. It is so messed up. And maybe he's deserving, because it's Ethan Page, but she put him in a match for next week for the North American title with Ilio Lefler. And we're gonna see Lefler. What if he loses? That'll be insane if Ethan Page loses his title. That would be bad. But at the same time, it would be funny. And maybe he can get into the world title scene. I don't know. But he's already won the world title. Just put him on the main roster already. What are we doing here? There's supposed to be more call-ups, apparently. They're just probably just trying to get, like I said, they're trying to build up so much stuff going on. So they're probably just building up everybody so that people can just go to Raw and SmackDown. So Ethan doesn't need to be there anymore. Honestly, I'm very sorry. Well, I'm not even sorry about that. It's just the truth. Ethan's too talented to be down in NXT. So yeah, we get that segment, and then then we get a Blake Monroe segment in the ring. She says, okay, she says she says she's the most complete woman. Ava goes on about the future of NXT, but no one compares to the glamour in NXT. So she's talking, blah, blah, blah. And then Jada Parker comes up. Oh my God, the reception that she got. I was so happy to see Jada Parker as well. And when she came out, she was smiling. Like, usually when you see Jada Parker, she's always with a muggy face. And she's always like, game. She's like, game. And she's like, ready. Got this attitude. Dude, she came on. She was so happy and smiling. I think that reception really like got to her. She probably was just so excited to be wanted. We're actually about to get a Jada Parker babyface run. And you know what? She's been heel for a lot of her run. I think like it was like one match she had with someone. Who was it? I think it was Roxanne Perez. Yeah, it was Roxanne Perez. She played a babyface for that, but then immediately went back to like being a heel. But other than that, she's been a heel. So yeah, let's try this Jada Parker face run. She definitely deserves it. Everybody loves her. Jesus, the reception she got in that building, you can hear it. She was excited. She came out. She was about to talk, and Blake cut her off. She goes, "Did she not just hear me about to talk?" I just love that reaction of hers. Like, and then all of a sudden, Blake just goes for a punch, and then she blocks it and then punches her, and she does her little signature move. And after she does it, when she does her little, everybody's like, ah, ah, ah. So that's what they replaced the ah with. And she was just feeling it. Oh my God. Everybody was just feeling Jada Parker. And I was so happy for her. I think I got goosebumps talking about it because it was so fresh to see Jada Parker back. We haven't seen her for a while. She's a babyface now. So I'm kind of happy for her. And not kind of. I am happy for Jada Parker. I hope she finally wins the title. I think they're going to keep her down there. I don't mind her still being down there, but do something with her. We'll let her win a title. I don't think she's ever won a title. And she's definitely gotten better. And she's really loved by the fans. Even when she was a heel, everybody was cheering her. So let's do something with Jada now. And then pretty soon, let's bring her up to the roster. So yeah, moving on. Then we have a title match. They set this up last week. The TNA International Championship match with Stax and Shiloh Hill. Again, this was I don't want to say it was a bad match. It was alright, The most I can say what happened here was you had Ariana Grace helping Stax, and clear as day, the referee saw it. And like as he's grabbing the ropes, the referee literally Raf, what are you doing? You need to disqualify yourself for even hitting him. So he kicks Stack's hands. Literally he kicks his hands off the ropes. Dude, you can't do that. Refs can't put their hands on the competitors. That's literally a disqualification. You'll disqualify. If it's somebody else that did that and kicked them, you'll disqualify them. So, can you disqualify yourself? I don't know. But you should disqualify yourself for that one. But yeah, he kicks his hands and Shiloh Hill puts him into a roll up. But then somehow when Stax put him back, then Ariana pushes it back. So it was just literally a back and forth kind of thing. And 1, 2, 3. Stax wins. Again, it wasn't even a big thing. It was just there. And Stax is still the champion. Then we get another one. We get an Izzi Dame ring segment. And she says she doesn't waste losses. She studies them. Her loss last week gave her clarity. She's aware of Lola's challenge She mentions Thea, and then all of a sudden you hear Tatum Paxley. Everybody just was cheering Tatum Paxley the whole time, like, and literally every good, good on Izzi Dame for like going on with her promo. She's gotten so much good on the mic. Every time the crowd was chanting something and like interfering in her promo, she kept it going. And you know what? Props to her. Because there's a lot of people out here who can't do that. They'll get interrupted. They'll feel frustrated. They have to stop talking because they forget. She was going and she kept talking. She did not care. She did not let it bother her. That shows to you that her promo game is up there. And pretty soon, when she's like ready to go to the main roster, she's gonna be this big bad heel. So you're gonna have a lot of big women in the roster, which you need. It's like the men's division. You need a lot of big monster men. You need the same thing with women. She's like up there with like, I wouldn't say she's a monster, but like she's a big woman. Like you got Rodriguez, tall big woman, muscly, scary. You have Nia, big woman, scary. You have Lash Legend, big woman. You have Jade Cargill, big woman. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we're starting to get those kind of women now in the roster. And pretty soon, WWE is going to have this thing where everything's going to feel like how the men's feel. You have your big woman slapping woman meat. Just like the men. Big men slapping man meat. Big woman slapping woman meat. You have the high flyers. You have the brawlers. We have all the styles now. Tag team. It's getting better. The women's division is so much better, like how it's looking now. And I forgot to mention Jordan Grace. She's not as tall as them, but muscular wise, she's a powerful force. She can hold her own against them. So yeah, it's looking really promising. The future for the women's wrestling in WWE. But yeah, Izzi Dame, she's doing really good. And Tatum Paxley comes out and immediately attacks her. Everybody's already like on her. She attacks her, and then she hits a referee. And it's like, no, Tatum, what are you doing? Like literally just headbutts him. He goes down, and Izzi Dame is just outside the ring, just cowering, like, whatever. Sorry. So that ends, and then we get a Ricky Saints segment. He's getting interviewed, and he's in the ladder match, apparently. He said he had a conversation with Ava, and he's saying, yeah, he's in the ladder match, that he had a talk with her, saying, he never got his rematch. Here we go with these rematches. Stop with these rematches calls. Whatever. So I guess whatever his rematch, for him not getting his rematch, he's guaranteed already a spot in there, which is like, okay. You know what? Whatever. I'll take it. I'm not even going to complain. Even if he would have been in the qualifiers match, he was going to win anyway. So I see what you guys did. Whatever. He's in there. So he's in the ladder match. Stacks walks up and complains about, because I think Ricky Saints mentioned Shiloh Hill and Josh Briggs and all the other people who's in the matches. And Stacks comes in and he complains like, Shiloh Hill, how is he in there? I just beat that trash. And then Ricky Saints, he basically just tells him, he's like, hey man, he's like, relax. You still have the girl, you still have the title. Like, geez. And he just walks away. Like, it's like he got frustrated and just walked away, and it's just like, Ricky, why do you care? I mean, I get it. Me too. I would have said the same thing. Like, dude, you literally have it all. You're a champion, but I get it. You want to be in the qualifiers match as well. You do deserve that. But it was just like, dude, you'll get your chance. Relax. And Lex and King. Again, I was talking about the whole Lex's King thing. So again, this is the second time we've seen them together throughout the night. And he goes, let's talk. So I guess they're setting something up together. So let's see what they do there. Maybe a whole trio thing where Ariana, Stacks, and Lexus King. But maybe just a thing between those two. But Ariana's still around, I don't know. Let's see what happens with that one. then we get to the back, and then we see Tatum getting kicked out. Poor Tatum. And it's just the image I have there is like she looks so sad, like she's getting kicked out. She's just like no, like I don't think she meant it. It's just Izzi Dame. Izzi Dame's playing these games, and this is like it's not her fault. We love Tatum. I hope she beat her, but it's just like I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if Izzi Dame's just gonna beat her again, or is Tatum gonna take the title away from her? I don't know. I didn't even think they were gonna continue this thing between them. But hey, I guess whatever. They're going with it. And then right after that, you get to the Vanity Project from Evolve. They come in. They're watching the whole thing go down, and they're just what a tragic. And they're getting interviewed, and they all said. So let me just name the guys real quick. You got Brad Baylor. I hope I'm saying that right. Ricky Smokes. I think he's my favorite out of all of them. He's hilarious. So every time I've seen him come into the screen, he's always talking about abs and trying to hit on women. It's just like, oh man. And then you got Jackson Drake. He's the Evolve champion. And then what else did he say? He said something about, oh yeah, any other crazy women around here? Like, these guys are hilarious. They're like idiots. A group of idiots, and I love it. We need more idiots in wrestling. It's hilarious the way these guys are. And it was funny because as they're talking about Jackson Drake talked about, hey, I'm the Evolve champion. Don't I get a qualifiers match? Doesn't that, basically just trying to say like he definitely is supposed to be in there. That's what he's trying to say. But yeah, Ricky Smokes is talking, and as he's talking, what's this guy's name again? Sorry, I gotta go back to my notes because I can't remember all this stuff. We had Kino. I don't know. I can't really say his name right. It sucks that I can't even read this guy's name. Kano Carver. I'm just gonna call him Carver. He's literally just walking down the hall, and Ricky Smokes just literally just like cowards, and he's just like, oh my god. He's like, it's covers. It's covers. Let's go. And they just walk away. Like, he literally was not paying them any mind. I don't even know why they got scared. Like, he literally was just walking like towards the door, and they're all just, oh, let's bail out. They're all bailing out, and they go up to him with the camera, and he's just like, why are you guys so close to my face? And he's like, dude, chill. You do realize you're on a wrestling show, and you're gonna get interviewed from time to time. So don't be such a grumpy. I don't know. Don't be so grumpy. But yeah, I guess I don't know. They're just trying to make this guy be really like serious, and let's see how fast they make this guy champion, because he's promising. He's a big guy. Like, literally, he can kill you. Like, he was tossing men like left and right earlier in the beginning of the show. He just came out there and just started killing people. And that's the way to show people who the hell you are. You show them, I'm the biggest, baddest dude here, and I will hurt you. And that's what he did. He went out there and went crazy. So, and thank God that's the last segment. All right. Now we get to our main event. Okay, Joe Hendry versus and like I said, I know for a fact I probably missed some segments, but it's just like, dude, probably these segments, I'm not even gonna get into some of those segments, because sometimes these segments are just people just talking in the back, and it's just like, no words or anything, or a video package that I probably missed, and it's just like, dude, who cares? Anyway, I'm talking about the most important things that you guys want to hear, So, Joe Hendry versus Dion Lennox. And it's such a shame that Dion Lennox never got this match with Obafemi that I said I wanted, and they never gave it to me. And it's probably just for me. I wanted this. I don't know if anybody else wanted it, but I wanted Obafemi versus Dion Lennox, and I want him to take the title away from him. But you know what? It makes Oba look strong when he vacated it. It's fine. But Dion Lennox never got his closure with Obafemi. I don't think he ever will now. Never will. But it's cool. It's cool. But anyway, so Joe Hendry versus Dion Lennox. So dark state, they're all out there already. Joe Hendry comes out. They're ready to attack him. And Joe Hendry, he looks back and he got his guys back there. OTM shows up. And they're only there because what Joe Hendry told them about the titles. Like, hey, if I win and I go out there, it'll get you guys closer to the titles. And, last week he's talking. He's talking what I want to hear. So they had his back. And you know what? I'm kind of glad. They're like these badasses that would like kick your ass. That don't want to really when I mess with you unless it's something that's gonna like, work out for them. Like, what is it? Wasn't it for us, basically? And the tag titles, so that's what they want. And then at one point we get Dion Lennox and Joe Hendry, they're getting help here and there, and then we get to the point where they pulled Joe Hendry, and they were just watching, whatever. Then they brought her back in there. Then when they got to the point where Dion Lennox got to that corner and they pulled him down, and they started brawling on him, and he's on the floor, and they didn't like it, so they got on the road. They both stables got into the apron, and then they got into the ring, and they just started brawling. Dude, Sugar is hilarious. Sugar is like my guy to watch. Like, literally, before he threw his punch, he literally like turned around, and the way he went to launch his punch, I literally thought that he was gonna fall. The way he caught him and the way he was hanging, I was just like, dude, why did he even swing like that? Like, I don't know. He's like so over the board, and I love him. He's so hilarious. So yeah, they all brawl to the back, and now it's just Joe Hendry and Dion Lennox, and then we get a bunch of chair shots. We get the table spot. But the most intriguing thing at the end, where Dion Lennox is gonna hit Joe Hendry with a chair, like he's ready to just end him. And Tony D'Angelo comes out of nowhere and hits him in the back with a chair. And God, when he hits him, he does his choke slam thing and just boom. And then he looks at Joe Hendry, and Joe Hendry's just like confused, and he like puts his hands out. And Joe Hendry's like, he's hesitant. And then, okay, he gets helped up, and he's like, no, one for you too. It's just like, Tony, what are your intentions here, dude? You're doing this to everybody, and you're stalking people. You're like in both scenes. You're looking at the tag. Sorry, I don't even think he's even looking at the tag titles. First it was the world title, then it was the North American title. You never even did anything with Ethan Page. What is going on here? He's attacking everybody. Anyway, then he just drags Joe Hendry onto Dion Lennox. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry wins. Then Ava comes out with the security. Tony takes off his coat, and he just destroys these guys. Like, literally destroys them. And he takes them out, and then he gets out the ring, and he just stares at Ava, and Ava looks at him. It's like they had this look. It's like disgust. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had like disgust look, and he had this look. And I don't know, I think they have history, right? I think when she was in a group, and I forgot the group's name. Don't even do it to me. You can say it in the comments. I can't remember the name of the group. This is when she was like a wrestler, but it didn't really work out. So I guess they just found this role for her. But they definitely did have history, right? I could have sworn the family did face the group that she was in. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I'm pretty sure it was just like this look she gave him and he gave her. But maybe it's just a look that she's just tired of this. Whoa, I almost just swear there. Sometimes I do swear in my videos, but sorry, YouTube. But yeah. Maybe she was just tired of his crap because he's been doing so much. And yeah, that's how we end the show with NXT. We ended just like that. And I really want to know what they're going to just pick up this thing with Tony. What does he want? Does he want the world title? Does he want the North America title? Does he want anybody? Everybody? I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to be a qualifier for the North American title? I don't know. Now that the the title is vacated. Maybe he wants the world title, but then he did something with the North American title, but then he's been stalking people. He's been all over the place. I don't know what he wants, but we'll see soon. Right? We'll see soon what he wants. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Again, check out any other video you want to see here. I'm starting to put shorts. Whatever I post on TikTok, I'll just post my TikTok videos on my shorts. That's literally what my shorts are going to be about. If you want to check out my TikTok, check me out everywhere. J.Bullett Wrestling. I'm on Twitter, J.Bullett Wrestling. I'm on Instagram, J.Bullett Wrestling. I have to change the Instagram on the description box, so give me time to change that. That's not the Instagram anymore. That's like my personal one, but I was using that for a while, but I finally made a wrestling one. So J.Bullett Wrestling, the same way you see it spelled on the channel. It's everywhere like that, on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. If you're interested in adding me on those, because I post a lot of my stuff on there too. But yeah, you can find me everywhere, J.Bullett Wrestling. Again, like and subscribe. I appreciate the support. Even though little by little I'm gaining the fan base. Feel free to comment, guys. Check out the playlist. I'm just grinding here, man. It's 2:30 in the morning for me, and I need to be up at 6. But I'm starting to wake up at 7. It's really bad. Now, after I'm done with this video, I have to edit. So, wish me luck. So, yeah. I'll see you soon, guys.